What's dangerous is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things that they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. And you can never force nobody else to wear them.
I think while I lie awake and contemplate tonight are wearing me out. Well, maybe tomorrow the world will wake and get it right, but I have my doubts, yeah. During the day, well, I design machines of war that scream through the sky. 'Cause I, for one, I like to go to bed free at night under these stars and stripes. And I have my doubts that we're coming out. Yes, I have my doubts, and I have my doubts that we'll make it back out. Yes, I have my doubts, but they'll wind you up and pull the cord until you're spun right out. And I don't understand. Roll the dice and raise the price to feed the machine's mouth. Call it the progress of man. And I have my doubt that we're coming out. Yes, I have my doubt. And I have my doubt that we'll make it back out. I have my doubts, so I'll drink my stuff and raise some hell and shoot my guns to the end of my time. You can have the booze and go to hell and take the guns, but I know they won't be mine. We're coming out. Yes, I have my doubts, and I have my doubts that we'll make it back out. Yes, I have my doubts. So we're all messed up and out of touch. Let's text someone who's in the other room. So don't wonder why we don't say hi or know anyone. I might as well move to the moon. So maybe I'm wrong. Well, I hope that I'm wrong. So maybe I'm wrong. Well, I hope that I'm wrong. Well, the things I think while I lie awake and contemplate at night are wearing me out.
Good evening. Hope everybody is doing well. Got a fair bit of news to uncover tonight. It's kind of crazy. This morning it wasn't. In fact, for quite some time, the morning hasn't been just inundated with headlines. Hell, I remember the mornings I got up and sometimes I'd have 30 headlines waiting for me to sift through. Now it's, 10, 15 headlines, usually, somewhere around that. But today they kept coming in on a pretty good basis, and so don't know that anything that I have is a super, super, super big move. But of course, it's all stuff to keep an eye on. So anyway, I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to make it try to make it best quick and easy as I can with, I've got 9 tabs I have open, I think. And so I'm not going to read all of every article. Just going to cover the base of it and move on to the next one. Let's see. You guys might want to see. Ukrainian drones attack Russian city, says governor. Says several Ukrainian drones have been shot down near the Russian city. And I'm covering this, by the way, before what I showed the title, because this came in. And I have a feeling that, Russia may retaliate overnight. So, anyway, it says several Ukrainian drones have been shot down near the Russian city of Kursk. Regional Governor Roman Starovoyt said in the early hours of Friday. Starovoyt urged residents to stay calm, adding that the capital of the region that shares a border with Ukraine was under the firm protection of our military. The governor's statement came shortly after several Telegram channels reported that explosions were heard over the city. The channel MASH posted an unverified video appearing to show an air defense system firing a missile into the city. Into the sky, sorry. Russia's border regions have frequently come under artillery and rocket fire as well as drone attacks ever since Moscow launched its military operation in the Ukraine in February 2022. Raids have also been launched into Russian territory. On Tuesday, drones carrying explosives crashed into several high-rise residential buildings in Moscow. No one was killed, while 2 civilians suffered minor injuries. So, I already talked about that, so I would probably expect a reply from Russia pretty quickly on this. And this is nuts, to say the least. Pentagon cancels Air Force drag show, says media. And what blows my mind about this is I can remember being a little kid and going to pick up my oldest brother at the airport when he was coming in from basic training. Now, of course, that was a big deal for the family. It was especially a big deal for little brother. And anyway, he came in, and he had to be very strict about how he presented himself. He couldn't, he couldn't just be all lovey-dovey, giving us all hugs, be all smiling, He was in uniform, and so he had to act like he was in uniform. And I remember that. And I remember being explained to that's why, I was told before we picked him up that he couldn't do that, and I couldn't run up to him and hug him and all that stuff that, So anyway, and then now I sit there and I think about this, and it's like, wow, what happened? They weren't supposed to comment or get involved with any type of social stuff or anything like that. Any in the military, that's kind of a big part of it. I don't know where the hell it went. It's crazy. I can see no good come from it. And that's just it. There's no good to come from it. So they canceled it. I have no idea why in the hell it was scheduled to begin with. But, howdy, Leo. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's just messed up. So, however, this is just as messed up. It really truly is. Because you got to understand, this says Pentagon to pay for Starlink in Ukraine. What that really means is you to pay for Starlink in Ukraine. Let's see. The U.S. Department of Defense announced on Thursday that it had awarded a contract to SpaceX for Starlink satellite communication services in Ukraine. Elon Musk's company initially funded the program out of his own pocket and then later through a contract with another U.S. government agency. Satellite communications constitute a vital layer in Ukraine's overall communications network, and the department contracts with Starlink for services of this type, the Pentagon said in a statement, adding it is working to ensure Kiev has the resilient satellite and communication capabilities they need. The military declined to disclose any details of the contract, citing operational security reasons and the critical nature of these systems. According to Bloomberg, the contract was likely made under the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative, which has seen Washington purchase weapons, ammunition, and other equipment for Kiev's military from private companies. The Pentagon had mentioned a fund for satellite terminals and services in December, but did not say Musk would be given the contract. Starlink consists of more than 4,000 communication satellites in low Earth orbit. Musk offered it to the government in Kiev last February when the conflict with Russia escalated, and had funded it personally and through private donations for months. In October 2022, he revealed that the effort cost $20 million a month, and he could not be sustained indefinitely. So, anyway. The thing I'm curious about is the part where Putin starts knocking them out of the sky. That's the part I'm curious about. But who knows? I know that he was just talking to China, Elon was, so. U.S. Defense Chief sounds alarm over China row. Pentagon Chief Lloyd Austin has lamented a breakdown in U.S.-Chinese defense relations, warning that the absence of communication between leaders of the two countries increases the risk of an incident escalating into a more dangerous geopolitical conflict. You've heard me talk a number of times about the importance of countries with significant capabilities being able to talk to each other so you can manage crises and prevent things from spiraling out of control unnecessarily, Austin told reporters on Thursday in Tokyo, following a meeting with Japanese Minister of Defense Yasukazu Hamada. Austin made his comments 2 days after the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command accused a Chinese pilot of nearly causing a mid-air collision by buzzing his fighter jet in front of the American reconnaissance plane last week over the South China Sea. Beijing blamed the U.S. for the incident and demanded that Washington stop flying spy planes in the region, saying the flights are dangerous provocations. Austin warned that an inability to discuss such conflicts makes them more dangerous. Let's see. The provocative intercepts of our aircraft and our allies' aircraft, that's very concerning, and we would hope that they would alter their actions, but since they haven't yet, I'm concerned about, at some point, having an incident that could be very, very, or that could very, very quickly spiral out of control. Seems to be a lot of people walking tonight. U.S. and Japan, joint hypersonic missile interceptor. I thought this was interesting. So, to my knowledge, we have not yet successfully tested a hypersonic missile. Needless to say, we don't have anything to intercept them either. And I would say the chances are pretty fair that we would achieve the ability to do it quicker than we will achieve the ability to block it. I could be wrong. There are all different sorts of technologies out there, and I'm sure that they're pretty good at their laser game at this point. So it's hard to say, folks. I mean, the long and short of it, who knows? Maybe missiles at this point truly is sticks and stones. Who knows? But I do know that this is going to increase tension, not only between, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't do it, by the way. I want to make that clear. Not saying I'm against doing this, but it is going to increase tensions, and it's going to increase them across the board. China, Russia, and then turn around and it's going to increase them, North Korea with Japan. So, that is what it is. I'm not surprised, because like I say, to my knowledge, we still haven't successfully tested a hypersonic missile. We have tried and tried and tried, and we're not there yet. They are working on it, though. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it could be played or not. I don't want to get nailed for anything, so you have to let me know. Anyway, not surprising. Keep your eyes and ears open. I'm sure a little bits peep out here and there. That's usually how it works. Oh, it can be? Okay. Hang on. Oh, dude, I ain't gonna do it. Nah, if that's his video, man, I ain't gonna play it. Nope. Ain't happening, homie. I'm not, I'll watch it. I'll definitely watch it, but I'm not gonna play it. Nope. I don't know that cat very well, but I know I don't care for that cat very much, and, let's see. U.S. and U.K. poised to slide into recession, says Moody's. I'm pretty sure we've been there. I don't understand why they keep doing this. I mean, I don't think that there are that many people that just are that clueless that, nah. I'm sorry. There's a fair amount of people in this country that know what kind of shape this country's in financially. Yeah, there's a lot of people that they just kind of ignore everything as far as things going on in the world and stuff like that. And there's a fair amount of those people. But for those that even remotely pay attention, they know we're not doing so swell. I don't know. I mean, when I look forward and I look at this country, I don't see a whole lot of growth yet. I mean, I'm not saying that that's like a permanent kind of thing forever, But in the intermediate, I don't really see a whole lot of growth. I hope I'm wrong. I think there's a lot of different things that are going to play into that role, whether it be military conflict or, thing of it is, and we can all throw the dice and guess which SHTF hit first, but it's about all we can do, and it's literally a crapshoot to try to guess which one's going to hit first. So anyway, I'm telling you, not reading them. I'm going to make it an easy, quick night. Amazon cameras used to spy on women, says a regulator. This is why I advise against using those systems like Ring and all of the other ones that use companies that monitor and this and that. And you know what? You give up goodies. You do. Cool thing, I saw someone's, they've got a Google Home camera, and it's pretty cool because it will alert whether they're carrying, whether a person with a package is seen by the camera, or, so there's something that kind of tries to determine a little bit what it is that just was up on your porch. I don't have any of that. None of that. And it sends her a picture and all that. Now, I can do stuff like that. Mine just records 24/7. It records all the cameras 24/7. And it can store about a month of video of all the cameras. So here's the thing. I can set up like motion areas and stuff like that. And I can set it up to where it'll send me an email with a picture, send a notification to my phone. I can set all that stuff up. But it's not high tech. There's nothing in there to say that was a leaf yell, okay, or that's shadows from the tree moving. So any movement at all, and the thing is emailing the hell out of you. So I just say no. But so got give and take with your systems. I don't have to worry about some cat somewhere looking into my system. So that's what I prefer. Let's see. This isn't the first time that stuff like this has popped up with stuff like this. So just remember, sometimes the smart devices aren't quite so smart. Lukashenko claims West is preparing coup in Belarus, and I wouldn't doubt it. I really wouldn't doubt it. Considering that Lukashenko is apparently going to be hosting nuclear weapons for Putin. So I'm sure that there's probably weight to that headline. And this one really doesn't need a whole lot of discussion. I think Glenn Beck put out a good video on this today. It's just insane. It's truly insane. What's that, Christopher? What do you mean? Oh, well, it was retracted. Yep, exactly. That's the way to do it, Leo. That's the way to do it. Just a nice, small, closed system. It's the best way to go. Okay, right on, Christopher. Thank you. Okay, I don't know if I shared this one out last night or not. U.S. House approves bill to raise debt ceiling. I don't know if that happened before the show was over or not. I think it happened like right before the show was over, but I'm not positive, so I wanted to make sure to mention it just in case. OPEC snubs major Western news outlets, says media. Asia has alternative to SWIFT, says media. That's all right. That's fine. Oh, you should see how spell check and everything plays games with me. It's crazy. Let's see. Zelensky issues ultimatum to NATO, says Financial Times. UK shop prices soar, says Data. Meta condemns online news law. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen with all that stuff. It's pretty crazy. Let's see. North Korea rejects U.S. criticism of failed satellite launch. 8 wounded by Ukrainian shelling of Russian region overnight. Let's see. CIA hacked iPhones of diplomats in Russia, says FSB. Ukrainian terrorist attack thwarted, says Moscow. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me check. Yep. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I can pull them up on the computer or anywhere pretty much. I mean, they do go outside of the network, meaning that I could be anywhere and I can access them, but it's like literally logging into the system here. You know? Let's see. Eurozone business confidence plummets, says Data. Germany tells Zelensky NATO can't consider Ukrainian membership now. Let's see. Moscow dismisses reports of BRICS summit venue change. Elon Musk reclaims world's richest person title, says Bloomberg. U.S. sitcom star guilty of rape. Yep, same with me. Let's see. Except I don't run through a VPN, though. U.S. banks report biggest capital outflow in 40 years. China delays nuclear plan over sabotage fears, says SCMP. I'm not quite sure which plans those were. I know they had a few things going on. Lukashenko claims... I covered that. U.S. and Japan eye joint creation of hypersonic missile interceptor. I read that one. I don't know why. Let's see. 2 civilians injured as explosion rocks Russia's Belgorod, says governor. Australia's most decorated soldier loses war crimes case. Russia should have launched Ukraine operation in 2014, says Lukashenko. Ukrainian soldier sentenced to life in prison. Russian industrial production increases. MEPs question Hungary's ability to take over EU Council presidency. Russia becomes India's top fertilizer supplier, says an official. U.S. court bars student from wearing two genders shirt. Protest in Germany after woman convicted of attacking neo-Nazis. U.S. and U.K. poised to slide into recession, said... Oh, duh, I read that one. China rebukes U.S. over Taiwan trade deal. Let's see. Trump pledges to use military against drug cartels, says Fox. Pentagon, covered that. Black Sea grain deal hits obstacles, says UN. A new suspect in assassination of Vladimir Tatarsky named. Ukraine-bound U.S. weapons weren't ready for combat, says Watchdog. Musk says decision to cancel gender film a mistake. Let's see. ECHR finds Kiev in breach of gay rights. Zelensky demands NATO and EU membership for Kiev. Apple responds to spying allegations. Ukrainian drones attack Russian city, says governor. NATO member looks to buy more tanks for Ukraine, says media. And Poland will not supply F-16s to Ukraine, says Prime Minister. And he encouraged other countries to do it, but said that they don't have enough. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, I'm going to hop out of here and going to try to have a decent weekend. I hope you all do as well. I appreciate you coming, and God willing, we'll be back Sunday. As always, God bless you. We love you. Be one with your spirit, and shalom.